Matea and Brendan, can you guys turn around for me? So you can see the board.
Well, why does she look like she's lost?
Is that Haley? Haley, can you turn around for me? Okay, so I would like to invite you guys to first take a look at this silently. Notice everything you can about the image. And I'm going to ask you a few questions, and I'd like for you to respond by raising your hand and being called on. When you are called on, please speak loud and clear so everybody can hear. But I also ask that you're respectful of what others have to say and don't interrupt them while they're talking, because they might say something that you saw as well. And it's okay to disagree. There's no answer I'm really looking for. I just ask that you are respectful to one another, and you're invited to observe and respond with your own personal experiences. So, what is going on in this image? Yeah, CJ.
A woman is laying on the ground.
Okay, so CJ noticed that there's a figure in the middle of the page, and she is sprawled out, laying on the ground. Good. What else? What? She's crawling. So Nakia thinks that maybe the way that her body type is, or her body is positioned, she's possibly crawling. What do you see that makes you say she's crawling? Huh? You don't know. What about her hands?
They look like
They look green. So Nakia's kind of noticing some color of her skin, maybe
Oh, she's a zombie.
a zombie. Okay, guys, remember to raise your hand for me. Austin, did you?
She looked like she ran away because she's like wearing raggedy clothes, kind of.
Okay, so Austin thinks she possibly ran away because her clothes look kind of dingy.
Yeah.
What do you see that makes you say she ran away besides her dingy clothes?
Like it looks like she's probably like either hungry or thirsty or something, and she's just trying to find a place.
Okay, so she is in a position that looks like she's, like we said, CJ said she's sprawled out on the ground. Maybe she's thirsty or hungry. She's in despair. Okay, good. Yeah, Jasmine.
It looks windy because of her hair and then the grass.
Okay, so Jasmine is noticing the climate. It looks kind of windy. Her hair is blowing in the wind. The grass is blowing in the wind. Good.
So she's definitely
CJ?
Somebody needs to mow that grass.
The grass is long. So she might not be in somebody's yard, right? She's just out in some tall grass. They need to mow it. Yeah.
She's really skinny.
Oh, she's really
see her bones.
she's really skinny. You can see her bones. She's noticing. So maybe she's going off of what Austin said, and she's hungry and thirsty and just looking for a place, looking for food. Yeah, Austin.
Looks like she might be chasing someone because the tracks lead to the house.
Okay, so Austin's noticing these tracks up here. So you think she's chasing whatever like drove past this? Is that going off of like what you said earlier, how she's like looking or she's hungry? Okay, good. All right, what more can we find? Yeah.
Maybe she's lost.
What do you see that makes you say she's lost?
She looks kind of confused.
Okay, so even though we can't see her face, we're reading her body language, and maybe her body language is like confused, lost. What else do you see that makes you say she's lost?
I don't know.
You don't
Just
know?
an idea.
Just an idea. Okay, CJ.
I think the house is abandoned.
Okay, why do you say that?
Well, first of all, it doesn't look very, like people do a lot of upkeep on it. And the main thing is the tire tracks. If those were normally driven on, they'd be more well worn, but the grass is kind of growing in over them.
Okay, so the tire tracks seem recent or old?
Old.
Are you saying? The tire tracks seem old to CJ, and the house is like kind of run down and dingy as well. So nobody's living in that house, is what you're telling me, right? Okay, good. Jasmine.
Maybe that's where she grew up and she's having a breakdown because, you know.
Okay, so Jasmine's putting some narrative in this, and maybe she's like having a breakdown. She's upset because that's where she grew up, and like CJ said, it seems like nobody lives there. It's a little run down. Yeah, Matea.
Maybe she did run away. Whenever she finally came back, she realized that nobody's at the house.
Okay, so furthering what Jasmine said, this could be her childhood home, but she actually ran away, like I think CJ said maybe, and now she's coming back and nobody's there. So she's in despair, as we've been noticing, yeah.
She fell down, but she's moving back to the house.
Okay, so Elizabeth's noticing, not only is she laying on the ground, but she's like in this position position where she is moving towards the house. So just kind of giving us more evidence that she is pursuing this house possibly. Okay, good. Austin, did you have something else? No? Okay. What more can we find? Yeah.
It doesn't show on the projector, but on the screen over there, it looks like the grass is kind of dead.
Okay, so CJ has a good view of my computer screen over there, and he's noticing that the grass actually looks dead. Maybe, is it, what makes you say it looks dead from that
Well,
computer
over
screen?
on the screen, it's like brown and stuff.
Okay, good. So the color is more prominent over there, and he's telling us it's a little more brown than what we're seeing up here on the projector. Good. What more can we find? Yeah, Nakia. Okay, so maybe the date of this entire image is an older, it's like set back in time. What do you see that makes you say it's older?
Her outfit and like the look of the house is not really up to date.
Okay, so the style of the house is maybe something you've seen that has been built like a long time ago. And then her clothes, again, that's not something you see today, so that's something from a long time ago. Good. Are you raising your hand, Max? No. CJ.
This is just attention to detail, but there's a doghouse and a fence.
I see that.
Oh, okay. So CJ's really looking at some detail up there. Disregard my mouse, I'm sorry. But that's in the image. But that's a doghouse and then a fence around it. Okay, good. Did you have something you wanted to say? Oh, she looks hurt. So we've talked about that maybe she's hungry, but Catherine's noticing that she's also possibly Caitlin, I'm sorry. Caitlin's noticing that she also might be hurt as well. What do you see that makes you say she's not only hungry, but she might be hurt?
Like the way she's laying down. Like she's just laying down.
Her positioning, like she's not standing up and walking towards the house, she's laying down. Okay, good. So just her body movement in general. Yeah, Nakia.
She looks like she's struggling.
Okay, what do you see that makes you say she's struggling? Same thing, just the body positions, maybe hurt, struggling, starving. Good. What more can you guys find in this image? Any final thoughts on the image? Yeah.
Like kind of you can see, but like on the bottom and the back of the dress, it looks good.
Why is she so bald?
She might have been laying down on the grass before, like looking up at the stars. Like she's been.
Here,
No, on her dress.
on her dress, like right here.
On the dress, on the bottom looks like it's crazy.
Okay, so Caitlin's noticing that down here, the color of the grass looks like she might have been laying down for a while, so she's thinking she might possibly have been looking up at the night sky, up at the stars. So she was in a laying position before she's like maybe starting to get up. Okay, good. Yeah, Brendan.
I think she's probably waiting on someone to come home.
Okay, so she's waiting on someone to come
Like
home.
it's her house, but like since it's like all worn down, it's maybe not going to fix it and all that stuff. So that's like.
Okay, so she's waiting for somebody to come home and just to come home in general, and they're poor.
Yeah.
Her family's poor because the house is run down, and she's just waiting for somebody to come home. Okay, good. What do you see that makes you think she's waiting? Did you hear? Nakia says she's looking at the house. What, Nick?
She's super skinny.
She's super skinny, yeah. Okay, good. Which ties into what Brendan said about her being poor, and then Austin saying she's hungry. Okay, good. We just have a couple minutes left, so is there any final thoughts on this? Oh, CJ and Katie, we'll get them in, and then we'll.
The painting overall just seems kind of gloomy. You know, there's like an overcast sky.
Good. So CJ like taking a step back, looking at the whole image, and realizing that this kind of a gloomy sky, dingy like paint colors, like the whole image is just in general kind of gloomy. Good. And real quick, Katie, before you go.
I was gonna say almost like the same thing, that
Oh.
the sky just looks like cloudy and dark and not bright.
Okay, good.
Like
So-
it's giving an illusion, like it's giving people that are looking at it a feeling that it's supposed to be like dark, kind of.
Okay, good. So Katie said that the sky too, not only the overall color, but she's noticing specifically the sky is dingy and like a cloudy day. Kind of, not like it's raining like one of those days, but like overcast. Yeah, good. Anybody else? Final thoughts before we? No? Okay, good. Nice job, you guys. We just have 4 minutes till the bell is going to
So what's it actually
ring.
mean?
Huh?
What's the picture actually mean?
It doesn't have it.
There's no specific thing I was looking for. You guys can Google this image if you want to know what the artist's intent was. I can tell you the artist. Oh, you pause that one.